Alright guys, sorry about that. My internet wasn't hooked up to my camera, so that's why we kept on getting these little hiccups going on here and stuff. But welcome to another episode of Chills TV. This is my very first live stream. This is Paranormal Sunday, where basically we're going to talk about, the paranormal. And when I say paranormal, I mean not everything is all paranormal. Sorry about the background, guys. Got my guy on here, not my guy, my boy, Dole Whip Dad. So sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, tap the bell so you guys can get my latest stuff. Please check out my channel. I do have a couple pretty cool videos on there, as you guys can tell. I do have one that's a haunted video, which is getting a lot of likes. My Mars, I got one that's Men in Black, Mars Attacks. That one is more of the alien side, which is also paranormal, guys. And yeah, right now we got the very first episode of Paranormal Sunday. As you can see, Jelly's Journey's in the background leaving. She's going to her sister's house because we are getting ready to go on a Jelly's Journey's trip. We leave in 2 days.
That's in Florida prep today.
And she's headed out to go do some Florida prep. She's going to go do some, what do they call it, DIY stuff. They're making these really, really cool shirts to go with our ears. If she hasn't shown you guys, how many of those? They're making really cool shirts to go with these ears for her show. Which basically, our Paranormal Sunday next week will actually be a special Paranormal Sunday because we will be going live in Disney for that episode. But let's talk about this paranormal. I mean, paranormal, when you guys talk about it, how's it going, DJ3? But paranormal, when you talk about it, you guys probably think ghosts. And that's not all there is for the paranormal world. Like, there's a lot of stuff like mythical creatures like Bigfoot and stuff like that. They're all paranormal and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, more or less, paranormal could be a lot of different things. From ghosts to mythical creatures to Bigfoot, aliens, Chupacabra, all of them, they're all paranormal. But mainly, paranormal could be, a lot of people do go with the ghosts, because that is a lot of paranormal stuff going on. But basically, it's a phobia, basically. According to this, paranormal is a phenomena such as telekinesis, ghosts, aliens. Basically, it's a out of scope of normal scientific understanding. So, yeah, let's talk about paranormal. Let's talk about ghost stories. Like, I just did La Llorona, which was over here filmed in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It was pretty cool. While I was out there, it was creepy. There was some sounds that we heard. Like, I kept on hearing these kids running around. And I didn't really hear much else until we went back and started looking at the videos and stuff like that. And then we saw a lot of paranormal stuff. Like, I was told that you could hear a girl's moan. If you guys don't know, I do have a lot of health issues. Like, I have a bad hip and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I am deaf-toned to the frequency sounds of a woman's voice, I guess you could say. So I really can't hear that sound. So if you guys do watch that video, please let me know in the comments where it's at so I can try to find it. But back to the paranormal. I mean, there's movies made after it all. There's a lot of ghost movies. I mean, Paranormal Activity, The Conjuring, Conjuring 2, Annabelle, which I really like Annabelle because if you don't know, I don't like haunted dolls. I really don't. Like, when we go to Disney, I just don't like dolls in general. They're just creepy, ugly little things. They're as creepy as clowns. I hate clowns. Yeah, clowns are bad. Bad news, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I mean, this show is going to be talking about ghost stories. Let me hear your guys' ghost stories. Events. If you guys just heard that, that was Mickey. Somebody just sent something. Thank you guys for whoever that was. But other than that, guys, let's get into this. Let's find some good stuff to talk about. Let's see what's on YouTube. See what kind of paranormal stuff we have on here, guys. Get a reaction, see if we think it's real or fake. Let's see here, guys, if you guys want. How's it going, Savage? We're looking up right now some paranormal activity stuff to see if these videos that are on YouTube, what we feel about them, if they're real or fake. Okay, let's see here. Top 10 paranormal activities caught on camera. 10 scary poltergeists by hidden places. This is a new one. This was recorded about 3 months ago, guys, so I'm not really sure what to be in store for because I'm watching this for the first time with you guys. Let me go ahead and turn you guys around so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so that looked like what, a picture just fell? I don't know. Let's go back and look at that. There's wind right there. I don't know, that dog's reaction seems to be pretty legit. I don't know, guys. That reaction from that dog does seem to be really legit. So I'm thinking maybe that one could have possibly been real. Here's number 9. A lot of camera movement. Real dark. Alright, I don't know what just happened. There's just a little click and then there was running. And it looks like they ran into a kitchen. Okay, there's a myth that just fell. Alright, there's a lot of activity happening in this kitchen all at once. Sinks turning on, covers opening, closing, the fridge opens. Alright, on that video, guys, I don't know, that video, I don't know, I think that was, I have to call, pardon my French, I have to call bullshit on that one. There was this way too much activity going on in that one little location. I mean, just from what I saw right there, there was more activity going on in that little room than most paranormal investigators have caught in the 5 years that they've probably been filming. I mean, that was a lot of paranormal activity going on in that kitchen. I really don't think... Yeah, I really don't think that... Exactly. Why was it hitting everything? I mean, it's kind of fishy to me. I mean, I have to call bullshit on that. I really don't think that was legit. All right, let's see what this next one is. This one's number 8. Hold on, guys. Check this out. What is that? Like a classroom? Why is that classroom so small? That's got to be like an investigation room. Oh, it's a locker room or something. What they saying? Okay, it's not in English, guys. Alright. Okay, a chair moved. And you didn't even really see the chair move, so... I don't know, I think on that one I'm going to have to call fake too. So, like you guys know, this is YouTube. A lot of channels on here, people don't do their research when they upload these videos. I mean, that video to me, that could have just been him moving a chair across the floor and made it squeak. But I didn't really see anything else go on there. Here's one that's starting off in a dark alley, guys. Check this out. Let's see what's going on with this one. So far, it's just a dark alley. What's that? I see a shadow walking. That's a person. That's not too paranormal. They're carrying bags. Okay, car. Okay, look at that. There's a bike rolling by itself. Now, I don't know about that, guys. I've never, well.
Tengo la casa.
All right. So far from what I've seen on this channel, I'm going to have to say this channel's got to be a lot of hoaxes. I'm not really liking this channel on their videos. I mean, that bike kind of went pretty far by itself. It does. It feels really rehearsed. Hey, Pirate, how's it going? But yeah, this channel is starting to feel really rehearsed. Like these videos that they're looking for, I think they're kind of bogus. And if you guys watch my videos, the one I didn't even know that I caught all that stuff on there. I mean, you can even ask Jelly's Journeys that when I found this out, I ended up in the hospital because I started freaking out. And because the myth of La Llorona is very real in my heart. And it was a very hard investigation for me because this is a story that I was told growing up. And I actually went looking for her. So it was really kind of crazy when I went and did that video. But I'm still, every time I watch that video, I still find new stuff in there and stuff like that. But yeah, so far on these top 10 paranormal ones that I'm seeing on YouTube, these ones are seeming pretty rehearsed. All right, let's go to one that I do know. I do watch a lot. I mean, I'm a big fan of this guy. If you guys don't know, I am ChillsTV, and if you guys look up my name on the YouTube, you do get another guy named Chills. If you guys see him right here, this guy right here, I actually do like his videos. If you guys are in the paranormal area and stuff like that, like there's people out there who said this guy's just all about clicks. He's real fake and stuff like that. How's it going? Yeah, that's right. You can tie the steering wheel on the bike and pull the bike. I mean, that's, to me, I mean, even better. Like, if you ever ridden a bike down a hill and jumped off of it. Oh, sorry, guys. And jumped off of it. I mean, it's going to be the same thing. The bike's going to go by itself. So, I'm going to find a better YouTuber. Let's see, because I like Chills because he has some pretty good stuff. But there's a lot of YouTubers that'll say he's faked, and there's a lot of YouTubers that says his stuff is legit. I really don't know. I'm going to go to his playlist. Let's see what kind of stuff he has. His playlist is just all music videos. He's moving more into music videos now than the paranormal because people are actually going on with him. All right, we're going to look at one of his things right here. It's called Scary Videos No One Can Explain. 11 Scary Videos. Let's see, I haven't watched this one yet.
Of 6 million Americans to impeach Donald Trump. Trump has committed
Hold on, guys.
9 different impeachable.
Plenty of things happen
All
in
right,
the world
here's Chills. Let's see.
defy all explanations. From floating cities to demonic wall stains, no one has been able to fully explain these scary videos. Number 11. This homeowner in Montgomery, Texas catches a stranger in distress on their doorbell cam. It's about 3 in the morning when a woman frantically rings the bell at the Sunrise Ranch subdivision. Look again and you'll notice what could be shackles dangling from both of her arms, suggesting this person could have been taken captive and recently freed themselves. The sheriff's department is worried that this woman may have been running for her life and trying to get help from the nearest home. Police released this video in August of 2018 hoping for anonymous tips, but so far no one has come forward with any explanation. As for who this woman is or what happened to her on that fateful night, no one can say for sure. Number 10.
All right, guys, I want to talk about that video. I have seen that video before, and no one could really figure out who that lady is or why she was shackled, if this was a prank or not. And I couldn't find anything else about that video or that girl with the shackles when I actually looked at it when I first saw this video. Uh, so I can't really tell you if it's legit or not, but that Ring camera has caught a lot of different things with crazy people like clowns coming up to the doors and looking at the security cameras and stuff like that. I will really have to recommend, if you guys haven't got a Ring doorbell camera, please get one because you catch some crazy stuff out there on those cameras. But yeah, other than that, I couldn't find anything else on that girl or any other story on it except for that video that Chills found. I can't even find the original video on YouTube, so where he got that video, I do not know. But that one, I would have to actually say it is very, very possible because we do know people do crazy stuff like that and do keep people hostage, which I'm sorry to say is a horrible thing to do. But yeah, I mean, I would have to call that video is pretty legit to me, guys. Please let me know what you guys all think. And here we go with number 10 of Chill's videos.
A man is keeping an eye on his two daughters when he notices a third child watching them from the
See, that's
doorway.
kind of creepy to me, guys. If you guys see that
goes
child.
to check on his kids and finds them happily watching TV as if nothing's wrong. There's absolutely no one standing in the doorway watching them from behind the kid's gate. Satisfied that everyone is safe, the father returns to the other room and checks the baby
That could have been one
again.
of his kids.
Sure enough, the figure is standing in the exact same spot as if it never left. And this time you can clearly see one of the children looking straight at it. Apparently, this house was built in the 1940s, and the family sees this kind of thing quite often, which would explain why the father remains relatively calm instead of running out of the door. Number 9. This 7 point...
Alright, guys, hey, Jelly's Journeys. Yeah, just creepy doorbell videos, those are really, really great ones. I do like the Ring doorbell. I do not have one myself yet, but I do plan on getting one. Just to see, just to see what's going on out there. I mean, security cameras are great things. I mean, it's like I tell everybody, paranormal is going to happen no matter what time of the day it is. It could be 6 o'clock in the morning. It could be 3 a.m. And if it's haunted, you're going to catch something. As long as you have a camera rolling 24 hours a day, you will catch something. Not everything's paranormal. You do got weird people out there in the world doing that clown thing. If y'all remember the killer clown everything was going on. Here in Albuquerque, we got a crazy thing called mobbing where kids do stupid stuff on the blocks. And a lot of people are putting up cameras because of that. But back to the little girl video. One thing it always gets to me when I see videos with kid ghosts. That's the saddest thing for me. A kid lost their life, and now they're stuck haunting a house and stuff like that. I do believe that video is very, very possible that could be pretty legit. But if it is, I feel really, really bad for that child because it is stuck haunting this house for who knows how long. Or how long it has been haunting it. But yeah, I would say that one would be pretty legit. I actually like that video, so I would actually say Chills does have something on that one. But here we go with another one. This one's going to be something from the sky, probably an alien or UFO or something. Let's see.
.4 magnitude earthquake struck Japan years ago.
Oh, it's an earthquake.
Earthquakes are common in this part of the world, but what happens next is not.
The distance among the swaying buildings,
whoa,
a
look at that explosion.
Sky, possibly what scientists call an earthquake light.
A bright light burns intensely over the city for nearly 10 full seconds before extinguishing as suddenly as it came. The light appears to have caused no damage and was accompanied by no sound. It does not look like it was caused by a blown-out transformer or any other kind of equipment. Scientists have documented this type of phenomenon before, known only as earthquake lights, but they don't know what causes them. They occur in less than 1% of earthquakes and have been reported for hundreds of years. A handful of theories exist, but a real explanation has never been proven. All we know for sure is that it creates an eerie light show that witnesses will never forget. Number 8.
Okay, earthquake lights, guys. I actually have heard about these earthquake lights. they're another type of paranormal phenomenon. Basically, it's caused by the earthquake. I mean, just like the mysterious sounds from the sky. If you guys have heard those, they're unexplainable. They don't know what causes them. Just like that sound from the sky where you hear the trumpets or the electronic, like robotic type sounds. Like over here in Albuquerque, we do get a lot of bangs, like mysterious bangs. You can go outside, it sounds like bombs are blowing up or gunshots. How's it going in the Lucky Minute? But I mean, just like those sounds, just the same thing with the earthquake lights. They're pretty cool. I mean, if you guys have ever been to Arizona, there's actually an earth light over there that's out in the desert, the mysterious light that everyone keeps going towards, and it goes further away, but no one can figure it out. But just like the earthquake light, it's basically a release of gas from the earthquake, and it ignites and it makes a bright light. It looks like an explosion, but it's not an explosion. It's just a light. It's just a phenomenon, a real light phenomenon. It's really cool, guys. So let's check out what number 8 is.
Fausto Perez believes he has forged a spiritual connection with an extraterrestrial. He sets up a camera to demonstrate his capabilities and waits for a response.
This guy come to me, give me a
I have
sign.
seen this video, guys. This
Okay,
one we're going to
that's
talk
right.
about for a minute. I want to
Nice,
hear
let
your
me
guys'
see him.
opinion.
Less than 10 minutes later, he and his team spot a foreign white square twisting in the wind. This is what he
see
affectionately
that?
refers to as a flying carpet,
there?
as it's apparently just one of the many regular visitors he receives from the sky. Whatever this square-shaped object is, it has to be absolutely huge to be visible from this far away. Only one of the cameras manages to catch it. Overall, no one can say for sure if this is a real.
You know what that looks like to me, guys? That looks like a piece of paper floating in the air. I'm sorry. I mean, this video, I have seen this video and this guy talk a lot. I really call...
At first glance,
I'm going to have to call bullshit on that video, guys. Sorry about my French, guys, but if you guys go back and look at this, watch. If you guys have ever seen paper float in the air, does that not look like a giant piece of paper that might have got taken up in the air, and that's what he's recording? I really think that that's just a piece of paper. I really don't think he's talking to no aliens and calling UFOs or anything like that, guys. I mean, I really don't. I just don't see it. To me, that's a piece of paper. I have seen this video. I've watched this video multiple times. And I come back to the same conclusion, that that's just a piece of paper. I mean, it's square. I mean, if it's a UFO, wouldn't it be more aerodynamic, more of a... I mean, I was just there. If you guys watched my Men in Black one, most UFOs are... Yeah, exactly. If it was filming an alien craft, I would have stayed there and filmed the whole entire thing until I left. But like I was just at the Alien Museum. If you guys watched that, I showed a diagram of what most people show what alien UFOs look like that they've seen over Roswell, and not one description ever described something that looked like a piece of paper. Exactly. Why didn't they chase it down? Why? I mean. Actually, if you watch it, look, guys, it looks kind of like it's not even moving; it's just floating.
See,
look how it's falling.
Absolutely huge to
look
be
at that.
Visible from
That
this
looks
far
like
away.
a piece of
Only
paper.
One of the cameras manages to catch it. Overall, no one can say for sure if this is a real encounter or a mere coincidence. If Fausto
I could say for sure. I could say for sure that that's a piece of paper. So
wrong
I
about
call
this
that one to be a
extraterrestrial
fake
sighting,
video.
and I
Just
have
try
no
to
idea what it could actually be. Number
not real
7.
paranormal, but just try to
At
make something
first
for
glance,
himself. Check this out,
video
guys.
looks like an ordinary city surrounded by either pollution or fog, but that's not even close to what's really happening here. One day, the citizens of a Chinese city
Yeah, I've
called
seen this.
Dalian are surprised to find an exact mirror image of their own city.
Okay, guys, what's going on in this video? This is a great one. I am skeptical on this one. 100 means this is basically a mirrored image that the sky plays with the clouds. And this is basically a sky city, is what I call it. I don't know. What you guys think?
Hovering over the horizon. This video was taken at Seaport, which means this mirror city is actually floating on the water. I highly doubt this is a real city, so it's probably some sort of optical illusion. With that said, it's not an optical illusion called the Fata Morgana's
If that one's
effect,
over water,
because as far as I know,
that is
should
some
only
foggy
affect things that
water.
are physically in the water. I have been unable to find a scientific explanation for this event, and I encourage you to share your own theory. No.
Yeah, see, guys, that city, if that was on water, yeah, it could be a mirage. I mean, it really can be. Like, I think it is possible to have a mirage in the sky because our sky is blue from the reflection of water on Earth's or on the Earth's surface. That's how we get our blue sky. So, I mean, it is possible. I guess you're right. It could be possible for a mirage like that to happen, but I've seen videos of this where it happened on in the clouds, and now this is my first time seeing one on water. And if that was water, my question is, why was that water so foggy? I mean, was this in the winter? Like, what time of year was this? How did I mean? Because the diagram of that city was looking pretty intense and pretty good. Here's number 6. How's it going, Great Grandma's Greenhouse? But yeah, here's number 6, guys. I mean, what we're doing right now, guys, is we're watching some haunted videos. One of my favorite creators on here is ChillsTV. He's got pretty interesting videos, and I like to watch them and decipher which ones are real and which ones make sense and which ones are make believe. I mean, you could tell the make believe one. Like we just saw one which was a UFO, and I say it was a piece of paper. But yeah, I mean, it was still a fun video. It is still a fun video. I mean, somebody put in some great work on that. But that kind of city on the water is kind of, I don't know. I think it would have to be. I mean, if it's a mirage, it's a really, really good mirage, especially when there is no sunlight. It looks really, really foggy. So I'm figuring that this is probably an autumn evening. Sorry about that, guys. The fam is going live. This is one of my other YouTube vloggers that I follow that do paranormal. So if you guys haven't subscribed to anybody paranormal, you guys want to see some good ones, I like Omar Gosh TV, the Fams, and Mo Sargi. They do some epic paranormal stuff. There's some other friends of mine that I'm also follow on YouTube. I haven't really watched a whole lot of the videos yet because I just met these guys and I'm still trying to get caught up on videos and stuff. But enough of that, guys. Let's go down to number 6. Let's see what this one's about here, guys. Let's check this out. Oh, this is cool.
His family are enjoying themselves on Lake Michigan when an unexplainable cloud formation leaves them breathless. Wow, that is so wild.
The cigar
the long
cloud.
tube-like cloud stretches on for miles, making a creepy twisting motion as it moves on. Scientists have named this a morning glory cloud because they do not have a strong grasp as to why or how it exists. The few people who have seen morning glory clouds often describe feeling incredibly small and unimportant in the moment, a feeling that stays with them for a long time. What causes this remains a mystery.
Okay, morning clouds. Believe it or not, New Mexico, we do have a phenomenon over here that does take place every once in a while. Jelly's Journey could condone to this, but we do have a cloud that is very similar to that. It hits our Sandia Mountains, and it actually looks like a waterfall going over the mountain, and you could actually see the cloud tumbling over the mountain like it's water going over it. These clouds, I would have to say this video is 100% legit. I have seen clouds like this in New Mexico. We've even had ripple clouds. And, I mean, we've even seen clouds over here that were just circles. And, I mean, there'll be blue sky, and then there'll just be a big old circle with blue sky in it, and it's just a cloud, one cloud. Why? We don't know. I mean, this is New Mexico. This is the land of enchantment. There could be some crazy stuff going on. Yeah, shelf cloud, that's what they're called. But it does. It looks like a really, really cool waterfall going over our mountain when it hits. Because when you look at the cloud, you could actually see it moving, and it looks like water rushing over the mountain. It's really, really cool. But, I mean, is it paranormal? it could be. I mean, it's a phenomenon that's unexplained. We don't understand why it happens. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like the videos that you guys have probably seen with the big old circle that's happening in the water. Well, I could explain those circles. I mean, a lot of lakes and like man-made reserves actually have a drain, and when the water gets to a certain level, it actually drains, and it will make these circles in the water that look like really cool phenomenons. I'm not sure if all of them are that way, but a good majority the videos that I've seen can be explained as one of those drains. But here's number 5, guys. Let's check this one out.
Number 5. Paranormal investigators, specialists, and other field researchers have been trying to explain the Hessdalen lights in Norway for decades.
Okay, those are like those
These
Arizona lights
mysterious
that I was telling you
have been
about.
observed by residents since the early 80s. Those sightings have decreased in recent years. These lights still randomly appear from time to time and have attracted many followers. As you can see here, they look like small balls of light in broad daylight with no discernible source. Scientists think that this could be from sulfuric gas bubbles mixing with humid air, though they have not been able to prove this. Other researchers believe this could be a UFO hotspot or even a portal to another world.
Okay, guys, what's going on there is exactly what I told you about the phenomenon that I've even witnessed this when I went to Arizona not that long ago. Laugh a lot, swamp gas. Yeah, Griswold would say it would be swamp gas, but I would have to agree with the scientist. This is just a gas that the Earth releases, mixing with the air, and it combusts, making these lights. They're phantom lights. Arizona's desert is notorious for it. Even New Mexico has lights that just appear over the horizon. Like we've had lights appear over our Sandia mountains and can't be explained. They're changed colors and everything else. They look like car headlights, and they're really, really cool if you ever witness them. I mean, they can be kind of creepy because I can understand how someone could say extraterrestrial, but other than that, it could also be I would say weather balloon, because if you've ever seen a weather balloon up in the sky at sunset, it will look like those lights that are just sitting there and they're just shouldn't be there. So I would have to say that video was pretty much legit. I mean, it's possible. There's multiple videos that have proven these lights. And I'm sorry, if you get thousands of witnesses who see these videos and they talk about this, to me, it's got to be something going on. I can't say it's real, but something's going on there. I mean, how are these people describing the same thing, different stories, different places around the world who don't even know each other? I mean, something's got to be looked at there. Is it governmental? Who knows? It could be. But here's number 4.
Number 4. Zach from the Adventures of Zach and Bee is sure that a wild animal is in
That's
his
a great
attic.
YouTube video,
it's
guys.
dark up there, so he takes the
Or
camera
channel.
with him for light. The noise coming from his attic is unlike anything I've ever heard before. It sounds like a baleful combination of scratching, growling, and howling. Zach doesn't bother going any deeper, and I really can't blame him. Unfortunately for him, it sounds like something follows him on the way out.
Well, I don't see anything, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
An unseen voice says don't, and I think it also says get out of here too. Obviously, this is a real human voice and not an animal after all, and whoever was making that noise remains a mystery. Number 3.
All right, guys. First of all, attics are just creepy already. Attics and basements, yeah, no bueno. Never liked them. I will go into them because they are fun, but never liked them. Is it an animal? There's a good chance it probably was an animal scratching. The EVP, on the other hand, once again, there's no explanation for EVPs. Sounds that aren't heard by the naked ear, but can be picked up on voice recorders, cameras, believe it or not, laptops, computers. I mean, if you've heard my story, like I live in a house where me and my wife we will go to bed at night and we hear music from like the big band era type of place, and we can't figure out where it comes from. There's from other rooms, so I do believe in EVPs because I have heard EVPs in my own house, and which is kind of weird because this house we're the first owners of this house, so no one's died here. There shouldn't be no paranormal type activity. Only thing I can figure out is maybe the ground because this is considered a West Mesa. Yes, that is one. That is a good point. Basements can control water, and the other thing is also paranormal activity has been known to be picked up more if by the rock. Like if you live close to major water flowing areas, like if you have a natural well underneath your house or stuff like that, paranormal activity does seem to be more present with rushing water or limestone. Like if you're close to limestone rocks and stuff like that, yeah, it could be pretty interesting. All right, guys. I've I actually lived in an apartment where I don't know what kind of ghost it was. I don't think it was a person though. I think it was more demonic. But it used to follow you to the bathroom. It was kind of weird. It was kind of a creepy ghost. Like you could feel it really, really more present in the bathroom, like when you were taking a shower and stuff. And then the hallway that went to the bathroom. But the hallway was already creepy because it had a mirror, big old mirror that went down the hallway, and it was on both sides. So it was a mirror facing a mirror. And most people in the paranormal group would tell you mirrors that face mirrors create portals. So that was one of my apartment ghost stories, guys. But here's number three. Let's see what number three is, guys.
This video shows a phenomenon known as angel hair, in which strands of silk-like threads fall to the ground for several hours at a time. Scientists have tried to explain this as certain species of spiders migrating, though I don't see any spiders in this video at all. Stranger still, angel hair has been reported falling in areas that are freezing and have snow. If this really is due to spiders, then shouldn't there be activity in colder areas? Number 2. No one knows what these strange
Angel hair, guys. That looks more like cottonwood tree flying. If you guys have ever been to New Mexico, we have angel hair flying everywhere, if that's what you want to call it. Causes real bad allergies. I'm going to have to call no to that video. That's the first time ever hearing any kind of phenomenon called angel hair where silk strands are flying magically through the air. If you're getting hit by a silk strand, more than likely it's a spider flying through the air trying to get to its new location. I would actually shake off my shirt at that time. But other than that, no, I don't believe in no angel hair. Anything like that. I'm sorry, guys. Angel hair to me, I think it's a fake phenomenon that someone's, pulling their chain. But here's this one, guys. This one's kind of weird. I'm not sure what this is. It looks kind of gross.
gel clumps are made of, but it does have a name, star jelly.
All right.
Star jelly.
First of all, guys, I would not be touching no star jelly, especially if you're not sure what it is. I mean, we have a lot of nuclear stuff going around. The government has created stuff. How do you not know if that's safe? And he says they don't know what it's made of. First of all, if this is something that's just coming out of rocks and stuff, I would be taking a sample of this and sending it to a lab. And I'd be figuring out what this is made out of. I mean, we could figure out what anything is made out of by checking its DNA flow and everything else. Is this phenomenon real? I would actually have to say it's a possibility because I'll go into that in 1 minute. Let's finish this video.
It has been collected from all around the world, from Europe to North America, and scientists have been trying to explain what it is for a long time. Originally, they thought it was frog eggs that had absorbed moisture or some other kind of strange fungus. When a DNA test came back as neither plant or animal, they knew they had something truly unique. Now they think this might be some kind of unique space material that makes up plants and meteors, but there's just not enough evidence to know for sure. Worst of all, we don't know what kind of long-term health effects this substance carries, if any. In the meantime, more and more people are spotting star jelly in common places like their front yards, and nobody understands what any of it means. All I know is that an alien-looking substance landing in neighborhoods all over the world hardly sounds like it could be anything good. Before we get to
All right, guys. Star jelly. I do call this as real because of the fact that I have seen other videos. I have seen other videos of this star jelly. I'll check that out here in a little bit. But I have seen other videos of the star jelly falling in people's yard. There was one town, I can't remember where it was, but the whole entire town got covered in this stuff. A lot of people actually thought this was governmental made, trying to do something. They're not sure what it was or what, but a lot of people think this is governmental. And they don't know why they're doing it because, I mean, for the longest time, the government tried to say they're not doing chemtrails. And we all know for the fact that they are doing chemtrails. They're always changing stuff. They're always putting stuff in our water. So why wouldn't they create something to try to control a population or something? I mean, who knows? I mean, for all we know, that stuff could be trying to create a zombie apocalypse. But here's Chills' #1 video. Let's see what he has for you guys, and then we'll talk about some of these paranormal videos and see what's really going on.
Number 1. A man named Simon Marshall is shining a flashlight around his room when he highlights a small smear on the wall that makes him feel strange. He looks closer and sees that the smear strongly resembles a face that is looking down and to the right. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I can see a nose and mouth as well as a large ear and one eye, almost like its head is turned to one side. Tell me if you can see what Simon is talking about here.
On, facing the carpet, about a foot off the ground. As soon as the flashlight an image appeared on my blinds.
Simon is convinced that the physical representation of a demon has been following him for years. He claims that these orbs taken from a CCTV system is further evidence that he is being harassed, though actual evidence is slim because it somehow keeps getting deleted. What little footage remains has been shared across the world by paranormal investigators, though no clear explanation has ever been given. As such, it continues to be a point of paranormal debate to this day. The following scary leaked videos were never meant to be viewed by the...
Now that video, I'm sorry guys, but the camera's changing. That video, I'm going to have to call some bullcrap to that because, first of all, I've never seen anything just glowing in the dark like that on any curtains before. I mean, I do hotel. Exactly. Follow up, move that curtain. Let's see what's going on there. I mean, honestly, whenever he hit it with the flashlight, it glowed. But when you moved away the flashlight, it didn't glow. But when you turn on the light, it wasn't there. So, yeah, that one's kind of weird to me, guys. I'm not sure if I would actually agree with that video, if it was real or not. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it's possible? I mean, demons, they're their own breed of paranormal. They're not human. They never were human. And so if you're not a human, I mean, that's where demons come from. They work on their own schedule. They're really, really mischief. They're bad news. They really are. But other than that, I mean, yeah, you get a glimpse of them and you drop your camera and you run. I mean, if you watch all the videos of demon attacks, most people, it's just a glimpse. It's not going to stay there. They're a whole different breed of paranormal, and that's a whole different discussion, which we'll probably have on another episode of Paranormal Sunday if we like this, guys. I mean, But like, don't forget to like the videos, guys, for reals. I mean, I got a lot of good plans and ghost stories. I'm gonna want to hear your guys' stories and stuff like that. Like right now, that was the #1 video from Chills' channel. If you guys haven't followed him, please follow him. He makes some pretty interesting videos. A lot of people say that he doesn't do his research, but they're interesting. They're really good to watch. There's a lot of fun. I mean, it kills time. I like watching his videos because some of them are pretty intense. And some of them are just like we just watched. Some of them you're going to say, nah, I'm going to have to call that's fake. That's not real. And exactly, like on that demon one with the current, it could have been a reflective mask because it only reflected whenever the light hit it. But when you turn on the real light, it disappeared. The great grandma's house. Looks like a slime mold. I have, just like, yeah, grandma, like that slime stuff. I have heard of it too, falling in other towns and stuff like that. I mean, that is a phenomenon with the slime that isn't explained. I mean, forests, I mean, I think this goes further back. I mean, even forests have created slime for years. I mean, swamps and all that stuff have created slime. I mean, why couldn't Earth create slime like that elsewhere where it comes out of your front yard and stuff like that? I mean, there's a lot going on out there, guys. I mean, yeah, but back to the demon. Like demons, they're mysterious. I mean, they're they're bad news. I mean, that wouldn't be something I would want to play with. Like when I went to go do the video of La Llorona, that was one of my most fears of going out there and doing is catching a demon because like she was a human, but if she's a ghost, the stuff that she's doing is more demonic. And I mean, ghosts can't hurt you. I mean, they could scare the crap out of you, but they can't hurt you as a demon and other things can. They could scratch you, they could push you, they could leave marks on you. They cause more than just fear. They're able to manipulate your body and take control of your mind and stuff like that from what we're told. I have never seen a demonic possession or anything like that happen. Sorry for the blurriness, guys. Like I do say, my house sometimes does blur up because my camera does try to focus on other things other than me. So if you guys do notice anything moving behind me, then please let me know. My wife is not here right now. It is just me. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, it's... Oh, boy! Who's a studio special? All right. Sorry, guys. I just got to notice. Like I said, I follow a lot of you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button and hit that tap button. I'm trying to do every Sunday to be Paranormal Sunday. If I'm not at work, if I am at work, the times might change to an earlier or later. But I want to hear some of your guys' stories. I mean, if you guys have any great stories to tell me of paranormal, a haunted place, or something you saw in the sky, creatures that you've seen in the trees, please let me know, guys. I mean, like, I lived in a little town called, like, I have a lot of ghost stories. I mean, my nickname, ChillsTV, I got it from my mother-in-law, but it also goes further back than that. Like, I ended up cutting it down to Chills, but my father himself, he was real big into the paranormal. He actually moved us into a little mountain area over here in New Mexico called Edgewood, and where we lived at was a little area in the deep part of the trees. Like when I went outside, all I had was forest to play with and all that stuff. And in those trees, there was an abandoned YMCA camp. And in this camp, there was an urban myth over there that one year in like the early 70s or 60s, the camp was being occupied, and there was a lot of kids there, and a lot of these kids were murdered. And when they found them, they had these slice wounds that looked more like claws, not like a weapon of like a knife or anything like that, but it was more of a claw figure. And so they were saying that there was maybe a demonic being that's haunting the trees. And late at night, I mean, I have friends and buddies that will contest to this. Late at night, the trees used to giggle. Like you could actually hear kids' laughters in the trees. And we used to get a lot of snow, and when there was snow out there, the trees would have kids' feet print, like running around the trees. You're like, well, who's out here running around in the snow barefoot? But there would be mysterious feet print that would be all in the trees and stuff like that. And a lot of weird stuff used to happen in Edgewood. Like I saw the sky. It was really, really cool. I got a friend who could actually attest to that too. The news will broadcast it as though it was a sun flare and stuff like that. But it was kind of a. I actually, tell you the truth, great grandma's greenhouse. I did go do a video of Bigfoot, but it didn't happen it didn't hit my channel because I didn't really get good footage because there was a forest fire and everything else going on. And the location over here, there's a place called Jemez. It's Jemez, New Mexico. It is a tribal area, and there's reports of Sasquatches over there. And I actually went to go try to see if the myth could be possible. Could we actually have a Sasquatch there? What I did capture on video, from my opinion, I would have to say no. Because, I mean, there is a lot of places where up there that Sasquatch could hide, but I really don't think the vegetation would be good enough for him because there's always forest fires that are going on up there. So vegetation's always leaving. But I don't think up there what I saw in my trees, I don't think those were Sasquatches because these footprints when I was little, they actually looked like kids' feet print. I mean, they were real little. I mean, they had about normal sized kid footprint. Like some looked like there were shoes and others were barefoot. I mean, but this was also Edgewood. So, I mean, it could be. They can be. Most paranormal stuff can be misidentified. That is true. I'm making some more moderators, guys, because I know having moderators in your chats are really, really good to have. So, I mean, paranormal sightings can be misidentified. I mean, like that guy who said he could. We just saw the video. He said that he could call UFOs. To me, I think he's misidentifying that as a UFO. That he's more of a. That's more of a floating piece of paper. It's got to be more of a floating piece of paper to me. I mean, but let's go back to Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a good one because I was really, really. When I went to Jemez, we went camping up there. It was a 3-day hunt that I did. The area that I was at, the campgrounds, they said that there's sightings of Sasquatch. Well, I was out there at nighttime and I was looking with my light and everything else. I did find something. I thought it was a Sasquatch, and then I realized more what it was. I did find a 9-foot tall grizzly bear. And at a distance away, when it's standing on its hind legs and is scratching himself up against a tree, it looked like a Bigfoot. It looked like a Sasquatch. But in our Jemez Mountains, people will say that there is Sasquatches. I'm not going to lie. I did hear some animal screams out there, but I couldn't place it as a Sasquatch. It's possible it could have been a New Mexican Sasquatch. But I think it was more... I can't tell you the sound. Like I could hear it in my head, but I can't tell you what kind of animal or creature it was. It was a sound I've never heard. And that's what gave me the excitement that maybe there is a Sasquatch there, but I'm really leaning to there's too many forest fires up there. If there is Sasquatches here in New Mexico, up there in Jemez, there's too many forest fires. There would be, he would always be on the move. So, once again, like even over here in New Mexico, our Sasquatches that are reported here are just like the rest of the world. Sasquatch is still the hide and seek master. There's no way to prove it. There's no droppings. There's no footprints that I found over here when I was on that 3-day hike and I walked for miles. Well, if you go to Jemez, the Jemez Mountain is a very, very wooded tree area. There's miles and miles I would say there's at least a good 40 miles of trees. It is part of the Cibola National Forest, I do believe. Don't quote me on that. Because I think the forest land is right on the outside of it. Because all I know is it is on tribal land. It is the Jemez Springs. There are waterfalls up there. I mean, there is plenty of water for it to drink if there is one up there. There's a lot of food up there for fish-wise. But, I mean, other than that, there's not really much. Like, there's some deer, not a whole lot of deer. I think it would be hard for a Sasquatch to live up there for years and years. And, yeah, it's just... Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch. Believe it or not, we actually have a place over here that's kind of like Skinwalker Ranch, but it's called Skinwalker Valley. It is on the Navajo National Lands. I do want to go there and actually try to hunt a Skinwalker and find a Skinwalker, or find an Indian voodoo witch that conjures a Skinwalker and actually try to catch the ritual. But my buddy that actually could get me on the land, he actually believes in this myth 100%, and he's really, really afraid to go. So, yeah, Skinwalkers, if you guys don't know what a Skinwalker is, this is a creature that is conjured in the Native American theory. I mean, if you guys have ever watched Twilight, how you see what's his name turn into a werewolf trying to protect his tribe. Well, in the actual real version of this stuff, the Skinwalker is that werewolf. When the Indian, I don't know, over here we call them Brujas. When she does her conjuring, basically she calls out a Skinwalker to hurt the people that she wants to be hurt. That's going to protect her, not just the village. They're actually using these things over here to do their evil deeds, I guess you could say. But yeah, also voodoo priests, they are also able to conjure a Skinwalker. And I do believe in voodoo, guys. I mean, when I do get a lot of fans and I do get a P.O. box, if you guys do send me mail and stuff, please don't send me haunted stuff. I do not accept haunted stuff at my house, guys. I mean, I am into paranormal, but I'm not trying to make my house more crazy than what it is. I have done the whole let's keep haunted stuff. I've had haunted chessboards, Ouija boards, dolls. And I feel really, really bad because that house that I lived in, when I accepted that stuff and when I found that stuff and was collecting it, yeah, I feel bad for the people who are living in that house now. I do apologize for that. But I do not accept that stuff no more. I don't even like that stuff. I do like going to haunted places, and getting a little scare going. I do like paranormal stuff. I do like paranormal activity. I do like researching it. I really, really love reading about it. I love hearing ghost stories. So if you guys have stories, anything like that, and you guys are on my live chats, please share with us. I mean, always. Yeah, I mean, if I get stuff like that, I will store it off-site. Like, I will put it in a storage shed. I mean, I don't care if a storage shed gets haunted. But, yeah, like William Bennett says, I like my sleep, guys. I like to be able to... I mean, like a lot of people say, religion is a good thing. I mean, being a paranormal part, I believe in religion in a way. But, yeah, I don't really talk about religion too much. I do believe in priest power. But, I mean, it's a big story with religion. Religion is also another thing that you could follow. Like I tell people all the time, not just a specific religion, all religion, to me, could also be classified as paranormal because everybody does have their own miracle stories and stuff like that has happened. Seeing angels and stuff like that when a tragedy has happened, an accident has happened, There's a lot of stories on that. We will go over that part 2, religion. We will do an episode about religion and angels and demons and stuff like that. But guys, I've already been on here for an hour, guys, so please, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. This is my very first one. The episodes will get better. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, like my videos, guys, and please share this out there with everybody, guys. I'm trying to get a fan base going. Trying to get part of the paranormal community. My stuff, when I do record, I am planning on doing a video here soon. I'm actually getting ready. Like I said, I do have another channel that I do work with also, which is my wife's channel. So if you guys would like to see what's going to happen next week, I will be working on that channel next week. Hers is called Jelly's Journeys. It's Gellies Journeys, and hers is more of a Disney fan base. We will be going live over there and doing a lot of cool stuff over there and stuff like that. So we will be on that. I will be on that channel next week, but next Sunday, Paranormal Sunday will be held live in Disney World. And I got something special for you guys. I do go to Disney World a lot, and believe it or not, there is a lot of paranormal that takes place in Disney. And I do have some stories that I will share with you guys next week about what happened over there. Me and my family actually went on a trip, and we actually had a haunted hotel room. And I will tell you guys more about that next Sunday. And then we'll go over some of the videos about Disney, like the video of the ghost walking out the front entrance of Disney, ghosts on rides, and stuff like that. Have been a lot of deaths that have happened at Disney. Believe it or not, Disney is not the most happiest place on the world. There is a dark side to Disney. And I will go over that next week with you guys on Paranormal Sunday. I do want to thank you guys for all joining me today. And please, next Sunday, join us. Bring your friends. Tell everybody about this. This is gonna be a really cool live stream, guys. I've done other live streams, but this is my very first live stream show. This is Paranormal Sunday. I'm Chills with ChillsTV. Next week, guys, let's get some ghost stories together. Think about your ghost stories, anything like that. And other than that, guys, have faith, hope, and love. What time do I start at? Usually I start at about 7 o'clock. Next Sunday, I will be doing it at about 7 p.m. again, but that will also be, I guess, Eastern time, because I will be in Florida. So over here in New Mexico, it's 7 o'clock here. Right now it's 8:04. I'm not sure where you guys are at. But over there, I know it's going to be like 7 o'clock. So over here in New Mexico, it'll be 5 o'clock. But yeah, I mean, just check that bell, guys. It will let you guys know. If you guys haven't subscribed to my Facebook channel, it is Chills TV on Facebook. I do keep that updated more than I do my Twitter. I really don't have a lot of Twitter followers. So I do my Facebook a lot more than I do Twitter or Instagram. I really don't do Instagram. I have an Instagram account, but I've never really posted anything. So if you ever see me on Instagram, don't even bother subscribing to that, because I really don't do Instagram. I don't even have it on my phone, but I do have an account. But once again, guys, thank you all for being here and joining me, guys. This was a lot of fun. Please hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Like the video, share it, guys. And as always, guys, have faith, hope, and love. Peace.